GDPR training for employees or privacy training for employees? Is it mandatory? When should you do it? And how should you do it? All this and more in this video. My name is Punit Bhatia and I'm the owner and founder of a company Fit for Privacy. We help you with privacy strategy, its implementation and training for your employees or staff. If you like this video, please do click like, comment and subscribe to our channel so that you can be informed about new videos. And if you like to be notified about new videos, click the bell icon. Your support helps. Why do you need to train your employees on GDPR? Well, first and foremost, it is a mandatory requirement. You must train your staff. Apart from this, the reality is your staff deals with personal data. Your staff processes personal data on behalf of your company. And if they do not know about what they must or what they should not do, how will they help you and your company protect that personal data? This is why you must train your staff, and that way you're also avoiding human error, which is one of the causes of personal data breaches. So in short, you must train your staff. It is a mandatory requirement and it also helps you to educate your staff on what they must do and reduce the risks. One of the most asked questions is how often should we train our employees on GDPR? Well, the answer is always. It's not a once in a year activity that you are saying now the GDPR time, let's do a GDPR training. Well, through the year you engage them through awareness activities, through communication. But once a year at least you ask them to go through a mandatory GDPR training. Again, specific to their needs. How do you train your staff? Now this is an interesting question. It starts with, when I work with most of my clients, is do we provide an online training, a generic training for everyone and push it out? Well, that's a solution. Or do we conduct workshops? That's also a solution, but it's expensive and it takes a lot of effort. And then my recommendation always is to have a generic training for all staff, but for specialized functions like procurement, like HR, like IT, like security teams, like compliance functions, and even senior management, you should create a dedicated training for them. Because when you create a bespoke, specific training for them, you can handle their questions and their needs in a very specific way. All your staff needs to know about what is GDPR, why is it important, and how can they help you protect privacy. But marketing department needs to know specific scenarios of marketing, like when they're launching a marketing campaign, how is the personal data to be protected? Or they are creating a new website or a new form to collect mails or collect information for the event. Or they are creating a new campaign to collect information about new prospects. For this, an event is being organized. What data can they collect lawfully? Do they need to ask consent? So questions like these are specific questions which are relating to marketing department, and for that a marketing specific training always helps, and that's what I always recommend for my clients. Same way procurement has specific needs, like they will be involved in data transfers, they will be involved in contracting with vendors, and they have very specific niche. So in my view, a generic training plus specific trainings is the solution. One size fits all will not work. And regarding online versus offline, I think generic training for everyone can be online. Then specific trainings can also be online, but with an opportunity to talk to an expert so that questions on the ground are answered. And that's what I usually do. And of course, do not forget the new joiners. As soon as new staff is onboarded, you need to onboard them, or you need to make them go through a mandatory privacy training. For companies that operate in multiple countries and are subject to multiple privacy laws, The best solution is not to do a training per law, but to provide a generalized privacy overview, synthesizing most of the privacy requirements which are applicable for your company. That is, create a privacy training for employees rather than a GDPR training for your employees. For specialized departments like legal and especially the privacy team, there of course the privacy training is meant to make them the experts in privacy. So in summary, GDPR training for your employees is a mandatory requirement. You need to do it at least once a year. It's best to create a generic training for all staff, but for areas or departments which are impacted significantly, there a specific training works for them, along with some sort of a feedback or a dialogue wherein you answer their questions. It also helps you protect the risk and avoid the risk of a data breach, because if your staff does not know about privacy requirements, then how can they help you protect the personal data? So that was GDPR training for your employees or privacy training for your employees. If you need help with your privacy trainings, that is training your staff, training your employees on GDPR or privacy matters, you can always count on us. Send us an email at hello@fitforprivacy.com and we would be happy to assist you. For now, take care and stay safe.